how I transitioned to becoming a vegan. I became vegan back in 2014. As many of you know, I am a heart patient. I have what you call a congenital heart disease. I was born with a ventricular septal defect, and what that is basically is a hole in the separation between the right and left ventricle. Also, I have a pacemaker, and I had a pacemaker when I was 14 years old. I've had several pacemaker changes, I want to say at least about 4 since then. As you can see with my medical history, being vegan was something that I needed to do to keep my heart healthy. Back in 2014, Amare Stoudemire had a health fair. In the health fair, they talked to you about different ways of being healthy, how you can eat healthier food options, just a totally different alternative. Really, I think did it was me watching a lot of different documentaries too. I watched Food Inc., Super Size Me, Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead. Those were some really, really awesome documentaries that just kicked me right into gear. When I first started, it was a little tough. When you have family members that still eating meat and you still have to prepare foods for them that consist of meat, it's tough because you just want to just taste it. There has been times when I would just look at it and my mouth would just drool. But I knew that I did not want to go back being that big girl, so I just would not even touch it. Yes, guys, I get tempted. Even now to this day, although it's been 2.5 years, I still get tempted. Family functions and they have the spread on the table. You have greens with meat, chicken, fried, baked, smothered, and we all know smothered chicken with gravy is the bomb, right? Thanksgiving is coming up. For me, my dish is very, very simple. I usually have barbecued mushrooms, I have some coconut steamed rice, I have a side of sauteed spinach, probably a side of sauteed string beans. The hardest thing for me to give up was dairy because I love mayonnaise and cheese. Those are my ultimate favorite. And those two was the hardest to give up. Everything else was pretty easy to do, but dairy was tough. As far as my family is concerned, my family is not 100% vegan like I am. My family still eat meat. My husband still, he would prefer to eat grass-fed beef and chicken. Yes, guys, that's another option. If you don't want to be vegan, you can always go over to the healthier side of meat where things are free range, cage free, grass fed. It's healthy, yes, but you can also have vegan food that's bad. It's this restaurant that I go to, have some really delicious food. But it's food, comfort food for vegans. You can get corned beef sandwiches, fries, you can get all of that stuff and it's vegan. So yes, eating vegan is healthy, but you can also eat bad. Me personally, I don't have a problem with fake meats or fake cheeses. It's up to the person. Well guys, that question is a little bit tough. What I can say, when you become a vegan or you're trying to introduce somebody to become a vegan, it's always baby steps. You do not want to rush it because you don't want to turn anybody off. And you got to think, people are converting from years and years and years and years of a way of doing something to try to convert to something that is just look like you're going to starve to death. That's a big transition for a lot of people. So again, you want to just take really small steps. And you just, if you do it, eventually your family will start converting over as well. Now, they might not go full vegan like you, but as long as they have some kind of vegan inspiration, I'm sure that they will give it a try sooner or later. So just be patient, okay? All restaurants aren't vegan friendly and you might have to just eat off the salad bar. My husband, oh my gosh, guys, when he seen that I was very serious about becoming a vegan, he immediately got on board and started learning how to cook vegan. So he has been the biggest support system that I've had thus far while being vegan. I mean, my husband will go in the kitchen and make all kinds of stuff. He'll make me vegan macaroni and cheese, the old-fashioned baked macaroni and cheese. You hear me? He just, I mean, he throws down in the kitchen. My friends, they are so, oh my gosh, I have the coolest friends because they are very, very supportive as well. When I go out with them, they usually say, you know, we have to go to a restaurant where Angel can go because we know that she's vegan, or like if they have something at their houses, they always keep me in mind. So guys, you definitely want to have a support system behind you when you become vegan because you're going to need it to keep you going. So when Amare Stoudemire had the health fair, guys, I was literally 195 pounds, the biggest that I ever been. It was so overwhelming. I was getting tired all the time. My blood pressure was increasing. I was just really, really uncomfortable in my skin. And that's when I decided to go ahead and start working out. And I'm gonna tell you guys a story. The first time I went, I darn near died. And it was so crazy. I felt so embarrassed because the guy that was next to me was about 75 years old and he was on the bike moving. And I'm just putting. But I knew that if I set a goal for myself that eventually I will bypass him, and that's exactly what I did. So I've been working out since 2016 for 2 years now. It happened in March 2014, so it'll be 3 years in March. There has been times when I just mentally wanted to stop working out, and I did. I probably stopped for a week or maybe even 2 weeks. But then I always think about that girl that I used to be, and I knew when I start having those doubts or those thoughts of me wanting to stop, I always think about where I used to be, and immediately I jump right back into gear because I don't want to ever go back to that place. I was in a state of depression. I was just totally just miserable. So I again decided to do something about it. Let me tell you about the challenge that I did a few weeks ago. I started a hashtag I Can Run 2 challenge. And the reason why I started that challenge is because as a heart patient, I would always get intimidated by running. I would go to the gym and I see people on the treadmill running, or I see people on the beach or on the lake running, and I always wanted to do it. But unfortunately, because of my fears, thinking that my heart would just give out, I never did try it. It took me one time to go to Maryland with my sister. And she said, come on, Angel, we're going to go out, we're going to work out, we're going to run. And when she said that, I must have looked at her like, girl, I ain't about to run. She was like, come on, you can do it. I swear you can do it. I'm going to be with you. So I went on ahead and I swallowed my fears and I did it. But when I did it, guys, when I tell you, I felt like I was going to pass out. I literally felt like I was going to pass out to the point I went home. Her mom is a nurse. I went home to her mom, had her take my blood pressure, everything. But I said once I got back home to Chicago, I would challenge myself to get back out there and run again. I'm going to start off slow and I'm going to work my way up. I started off running 5 minutes, not even a half of a mile. And I worked my way up. After the 4 weeks was over, I eventually worked my way up to running 50 minutes, 3 miles successfully without getting winded. I mean, just straight through. And I am so proud of myself because I set a goal for myself, guys, and I accomplished that goal. And I'm just so happy that I can run too. So next week on Monday, I'm going to do a I Can Run to 50 plus challenge. And what that is basically is me running 50 minutes straight for the next 2 weeks. Again, that's going to be 50 minutes straight for the next 2 weeks. If you are somebody that want to join me in that challenge, please come on over again to my Instagram page. Again, that's cardiac_vegan. I'll be so happy, guys, if you can come on over with me and we can do this challenge together. Like I always say, guys, we're all in this together. All it takes is one person to teach everybody. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. I want to thank all of you guys so much for watching. Please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Again, guys, come on over to my Instagram, cardiac_vegan. You will see me in action when it comes to working out. And I hope, guys, that I inspired you and encouraged you not to become vegan, but to want and to try to live a healthier lifestyle. Again, guys, I thank you and I love all of you guys so much. Take care. Bye-bye.